Debonair. Okay.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to Notification Gang for hitting the like button. And the video didn't even start yet. Y'all the realest ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. Please, y'all, let's start off by having a moment of silence for Detective Alicia Stone, who unfortunately lost her life from some complications during a plastic surgery, and we'll get into all that. But please, y'all, let's have a moment of silence for Detective Alicia Stone. I'm not even 100% sure where to start. I've covered these types of topics for I don't know how many years now, too many years to count. And if I remember, I put all those odds at the top. I put all those links in the description where I've covered videos on the countless women that has lost their life in general to plastic surgeries, BBLs, tummy tucks, mommy makeover, and all that dumbass nonsense that women love to do nowadays. Um, but doing that in other countries. I've covered it happening in Colombia. I've covered it happening in DR. I've covered it happening in wherever in South America because they do stuff like that because it's cheaper, right? When you do the conversion rates or whatever the case may be. And my question back then is still, I guess, my same question now, and that's, ladies, is it worth it? Is this worth your life? Is having a fat ass worth that? Like, is it worth it? I remember, and not to bring up certain celebrities, but I remember seeing the pain and the hurt in DC Young Fly's eyes when he lost his. I don't recall if they were married. Y'all could put in the comment section. Let me know if DC Young Fly and the chick from Wild 'N Out. Let me know if they were married. I can't remember if they were married or not. But anyway, I remember seeing the pain in his eyes and how that man broke down. He tried to joke through it or whatever the case may be, true comedian fashion, but you can still see the pain. And again, ladies, my question is it worth it? Honestly, is it worth it? If I remember correctly, she has kids. She's 40 years old, out of New York. New York detective. Shout out to New York Post, man. Yeah, she's a mom of three. Shout out to New York for this. If I remember, I put the link in the description. Y'all can go back and watch that yourself. Let's get into it, y'all. NYPD detective, loving mom of three, dies in Colombia a week after butt lift procedure. Um, an NYPD detective and loving mom of three died a week after receiving a butt lift and liposuction procedure in Colombia, prompting her grieving husband to request an investigation into her sudden death, according to sources and reports. Detective, so I want to say this: she's married. I wonder if he tried to talk her out of doing the surgery, or if he was persuading her to do the surgery, because then that not to be that guy, but that would basically make him, I would assume, feel more of a sense of guilt because now he's technically at fault, especially if she was like one of them ladies that don't do those type of things and say, you know what, I'm gonna do it because my husband said it. So, but that's the topic for another day. Detective Alicia Stone, who's 40 years old, was rushed to Foundation Valle del Lili Hospital in Cali after she was discovered unresponsive in her hotel room around 6:30 a.m. Thursday, according to law enforcement sources. So I don't know. I thought she's an NYPD detective, but she was in California. I guess maybe she's on vacation. I'm assuming, and she was there to heal. I don't know. I don't know. But this is her, y'all. A beautiful lady. Beautiful lady. I personally don't get it, but again, ladies, hey, it is what it is. Let's keep going. The 13-year NYPD veteran who was part of the department's Internal Affairs Bureau was pronounced dead just over an hour later, sources said. Her cause of death was listed as unspecified cardiac arrest. That's so sad, man. Stone had undergone a liposuction and gluteal. Y'all know I dropped out of third grade, right? We going y'all know I can't read. A gluteal fat transfer procedure in the country on October 16th, just 1 week prior, according to the sources. She was taken to she was taking anticoagulants and pain medication as part of her operative plan and was transferred to a hotel to recover after to recover after surgery. Yeah, so that's what I thought. I was like, okay. She probably took a couple weeks. I don't know what the turnover not turnover rates. I shouldn't say. What's the healing length as far as when you get in these types of surgery, liposuction, getting some type of gluteal, whatever what they say it's called. Gluteal fat transfer, which is basically a BBL, a Brazilian butt lift, but you instead of doing it in Brazil, she did it in Colombia. So it's a CBL, like a Colombian butt lift. I don't know how that stuff works, y'all. Y'all correct me in the comment section. Y'all, my terminology is not there, and y'all know I dropped out of third grade. I can't help you. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, so it was basically what I expected. So depending on, and let's just say like the healing rate is like 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks, right? So I would have thought she would have flew from Colombia back to New York, but then that's a longer flight. So I get it, I understand. So she probably flew from Colombia to LA or to Cali or wherever she's at, right? Shorter distance, not that long of a flight, and then she's able to go and do whatever she needs to do as far as getting healed or healing, getting medical treatment or whatever case may be. My whole my thought process when it comes to situations like that, if I'm being brutally honest, you flew back to Cali, she was alive, she was well. I would have taken her to a hospital immediately and said, "Hey, listen, she just did this surgery, that surgery. Can we do a follow up? How's her blood? How's this? How's that?" With a cardiac arrest, damn near anything could have happened. It could have been a blood clot that went up to her heart. We don't know. We just don't know. It could have been something bad. Maybe the people in Colombia, maybe their measurements was off as far as um, you know, um, the anesthesia and things like that. Like there's too many unknown variables that could not really unknown variables, but there's too many variables, I should say, ladies, that will cause you to lose your life on that goddamn table. And for what? For a flat stomach and a fat ass? Let me explain something to y'all who is, and I'm not a gym rat, but I am a gym guy. Let me explain something to y'all, ladies. If you are seriously consider if you're really serious about losing weight, getting in shape, I can almost guarantee you, if you put all that into your mind, right? If you put that into actually getting into the gym, getting active, changing your diet, stop eating past 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m., whatever case may be, right? White meat as far as eating chicken or eating turkey or whatever case may be. Stop eating them goddamn chips. Stop eating that nachos and them Funyuns. Stop doing that. Stop drinking. Stop smoking. Some of y'all be smoking. You cannot sit there and look at me in my eye talking about, "Dad, I'm trying to lose weight," but your ass over here knocking down the Philly cheesesteak with extra pickles. Stop it. You should know better. The amount of money and time spent, because you got to spend time healing, the amount of money and time away you have to spend from your actual job when it comes to, assuming you got a job, when it comes to these types of situations, man, it's crazy. If you would just lock in and be focused for the next 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks, and get on a serious diet regime, a decent exercise, and be consistent and be disciplined, I guarantee you, first of all, you'll not only lose more weight, but you'll look more better and you'll be more toned. These doctors feed off of y'all insecure asses, right? Turn your own self against you because it's not going to stop at just one surgery. It's going to be just like, and no disrespect, it's just going to be like the Wendy Williams effect, where it's constantly every X amount of time you're doing some type of changes and alterations. But again, y'all ain't trying to hear me, so let's keep going. Her husband, Michael Stone, told the Daily News that he intends to request an autopsy and probe what led to her sudden death. The doctor who called me from Colombia just called me and told me my wife had just passed away. Michael told the outlet she didn't have any information to tell me when I was asking her. Something just does not add up. And this is her in the city. I mean, she's an attractive lady. I can look at her and tell she has a full face, right? Full face, broad shoulders, right? Again, nothing that I'm telling y'all, a solid ass 30 minutes to an hour on a stair climber would have fixed. I'm telling y'all right now. Stair climber, a nice kale salad, maybe throw some kiwi in there to offset because kale is bitter as hell. I'm skinny, y'all, but these are the things that I eat. I be going to work with a bag of oranges, a bag of plums. I'll eat all that my whole day for breakfast and lunch. My coworker look at me like I'm crazy. Man, what the hell you doing with this big ass bag of grapes? Yeah, bro, this is what I'm eating today. Damn, you vegan? Hell no, I ain't vegan, man. Hell, I got some steak. I got some steak, goddamn, sitting marinating in the fridge right now as we speak. But that's red meat. Y'all know y'all can't be eating red meat like that. So I gotta make sure I increase my fibers. I'm eating my papaya. I eat my papaya seeds. Whatever. Y'all ain't trying to hear me. Let's keep going. Yeah, y'all ain't trying to hear me. To be called Thursday and told that she passed away, that is just shocking and hurtful. I don't have the facts. That's what I need, the facts of what happened. Michael recalled that his wife was perfectly fine just before her procedure and had told relatives the day before her death that she was feeling all right. A fundraiser for Stone's family described her as a loving mother of three and a dedicated public servant who spent her career protecting and serving others. Yeah, she spent 13 years, man. 13 years. That's amazing. Alicia's kindness, courage, and compassion touched everyone she met, both in and out of uniform. Her unexpected passing has left a tremendous void in the lives of her family, friends, and fellow officers. A gluteal fat transfer procedure known as a yeah, so it's the same thing. All right, I didn't read this article, y'all, so let me just say that. I'm just not her just saying random things. Also known as a Brazilian butt lift or a BBL, involves transferring fat from other parts of the body to increase the size of the buttocks. Uncommon complications such as fat embolus resulting in death can occur from injecting fat Ooh, ooh. Come on, y'all. Let's sound this word out together. Let's sound this word. Let me find out. New York Post trying to embarrass me. Let me find out. Putting these big ass words in this goddamn article. Y'all know I can't read this. Okay, intro. That's the first word, right? We gonna take it to elementary. We gonna take it to elementary. Intro. Muscularly. Muscularly. All right. Expert said. After Stone's death, authorities contacted the Colombian National Police, the U.S. State Department, and a consular services officials outlet reported the husband who claimed that an NYPD had been sent to Colombia to look into her death. The members did not immediately respond to the post request for a comment. Yeah, man, RIP, man. RIP, honestly. And we see these types of stories time and time again. I'm stuck in between a rock and a hard place because it's like, damn, bro, how many times have we seen this? How many times have we heard this? And women are still lining up. They're still lining up to do this surgery and whatever other surgeries. Buddy probably sucked the fat out of one part of her body and inserted it in another part of her body and probably hit a vein, inserting the fat into her vein, into an artery, and caused that cardiac arrest. There's no, like, come on, bro. I mean, with the autopsy, we're going to know. But there are too many variables that can kill you, ladies. Be happy and content with what you got. Get your ass in the gym. I'm in the gym, and I'm not saying I'm in the gym every day, but I'm in the gym often. I'm in the, y'all. For those that don't know, first of all, if you're new to my channel, welcome. For those that don't know, I used to wrestle and box, right? For over a decade. That was my life. I did other sports too, but that was my life. Tennis, I played tennis for 5 years, 6 years. That was my life. These are things that I love doing. And still to this day, I still kind of dip and dab in, but I got too much. I work too much, so I don't really have time to do stuff I like to do. But that was my life, man. So again, like when I say I'm not a gym rat, but I am a gym guy. I'm pretty active when it comes to the damn gym. I can guarantee y'all, you will be amazed what an hour a day on a stair climber can do. Learning how to do proper push-ups, learning how to do proper pull-ups, sit-ups, those types of things, man. Yeah. This woman should be alive right now. This woman should be alive right now. That's all I want to say, man. RIP again. I want y'all to comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. And until next time, please, man, y'all be safe for her.